a subject that I think well, I don't want to say every person, but a lot of people struggle with, especially my clients and people in my community and people who reach out to me. But it is how to trust that it is going to happen for you. How to build the trust that it's going to happen when you're feeling left behind, disappointed, rejected, your friends just got engaged. You know, how do you kind of keep that faith when you feel like you're losing hope? And God, that sounds a bit bleak, doesn't it? But this is something that is so common. You know, I think a lot of my clients, especially when people are over a certain age, do feel that kind of pressure. If they want to meet somebody and they've had a year's worth of disappointment, getting past the past and imagining something new that could come in, imagining a new way of being, a new experience. But it means we tend to fall back into that trap of it's not fair, why me, when's it going to happen, it's never going to happen, which, you know, is quite a common place to be. And to be fair, guys, everybody sometimes is going to feel sorry for themselves and need those days. That's not the problem, we're all human. But it's when it's kind of happening consistently and you're staying within that kind of victim mode, because it means we stop trusting that there is a plan. We stop trusting that the best is yet to come. We stop trusting that it could happen. And we stop trusting that, you know, the challenges we faced in the past, we will look back and say, okay, I see why that happened. Okay, yes. This is what it taught me. This is the resilience it built. This is the values it gave me, you know? And one of the trickiest parts of learning to trust, not just that it's going to happen, but trust in ourselves, trust in others, is when we've been disappointed, and I say to you, trust that it's going to happen, I'm asking you to trust in something that you haven't yet experienced. So I'm asking you to trust before there's evidence that it's going to happen, which can be a real challenge, especially when we're kind of looking at the journey of self-acceptance and the journey of acceptance to where we are. But, you know, we have to learn to trust in ourselves and others in something bigger, because we have to learn to do that without the evidence yet that it's here to come, because life isn't based on conditions. You know, we can't say I'll be a good person if I get that, or I'll give up that really toxic relationship that makes me feel awful if I get another partner in 3 weeks. So we can't be conditional about the kind of, you know, love we give and the trust that we have. You can't give to gain or give to get, and you can't trust and be excited about something on the condition that the thing that you really want is going to happen. It's about releasing the attachment to the outcome, isn't it? Which is one of the trickiest things we can do. But in releasing the attachment to the outcome, it lifts the weight of expectations, and it means we trust that we are on a certain path for a certain reason, and that it will happen when it's meant to. So I know one of the most annoying things anybody can ever say to you as well, don't roll your eyes, but here are 6 ways that you can start to build the trust that it is going to happen, and you can start to maintain the faith that it is going to happen when you are feeling a little bit hopeless, a little bit like it's not. So number 1, first and foremost, learn to build the trust that you have with yourself. Do the little things like finishing your to-do list or keeping your word. You know, if you say you're going to have one drink, or if you say you need to clean your room. Start small and start with you. Start trusting that you can rely on yourself and that you will be okay no matter what. Number 2 is about friends and family and other people. And a lot of building trust is allowing ourselves to be supported and receive good things from other people, knowing that we will be okay if we open up or if we are vulnerable. So one thing you can do is allow yourself to rely on friends and family for something. You know, maybe open up a little bit more, or ask them to get you something to help in some way. allow yourself to rely on people. And that's something a lot of my clients struggle with, because we're so used to always being in control. We don't want to be vulnerable. We don't want to open up. Number 3 is start to kind of rewire your little brain pathways, which obviously your neural pathways even, which obviously takes a lot of practice. But one of the ways we can start to do this is through language. So watch the language that you're telling yourself around when's it going to happen, moaning about love, moaning about relationships, and instead start repeating positive mantras, such as something like, what's meant for me will not miss me. I trust that everything is unfolding as it should. Number 4, step into gratitude out of lack mode. So again, going back to thinking about how much we complain about what we don't have, how much we don't necessarily appreciate what we do have, we need to step into gratitude. Jay Shetty often talks about like the circle of love, where we're so used to looking in for what we don't have, so we're so focused on the person that's not giving us the love we want, or the love we don't have, that we miss what is coming in to us. We miss the people that are giving us love and attention, or whatever it might be. We miss friendships, family, love within society. Like, we miss it. So start to expand your gaze, and every day write something that you're grateful for, something that brings you joy, something you appreciate about your life. Number 5, so when we are on the lookout for good things happening to us, and we're slowly learning to trust that it is going to happen, we need to start collecting evidence that good things are on their way, that good things happen to us, that we're supported and we're safe. So I often suggest to clients in keeping a little list of things that happen throughout the days, throughout the weeks, that become your bank of evidence. So if a really easy one is if you don't think you are attractive enough to be with somebody, which is a concern for a lot of people. Every time somebody smiles at you or makes eye contact on the street, you have a nice conversation with them, they ask you questions, they're interested, write that down. The tiny little things that we miss every day, start to bring your awareness to them. And number 6 is practice a growth mindset. And so you can learn to let go to the attachment to the outcome. So a growth mindset is ultimately, we use experiences and life as a way of learning, because we understand that nothing is fixed. So we know that things are constantly evolving, constantly moving, and we accept this and we learn from it, and we take the lessons and we take the joy. We don't think in very binary terms of it being a success or a failure. And it's not kind of all weighted on getting the outcome that you want, such as the relationship. So for example, if I was going on a date and I didn't get a second one, fixed mindset would say, that was a waste of time. I knew I'm going to be alone forever. What is the point of dating? Growth mindset would say, okay, definitely have learned what I don't want. I might even have a little break from dating at the moment, but when I'm ready, I'll apply that to the next time. I'll take what I know. Okay, so it's about the journey, not destination, in other words. So just to repeat, let me go back to my notes so I don't miss anything. First and foremost, learn to build up the trust you have with yourself. Second, allow yourself to learn to rely on other people. Start with people that you trust, really that you're close with, and allow them to help you so you can kind of receive good things. Number 3, start repeating the mantra, what is meant for me will not miss me, and you trust that everything is unfolding as it should. Number 4, step into gratitude and out of lack. Number 5, keep a list and build new evidence for really good things happening. And number 6, practice the growth mindset and learn to let go of the attachment to the outcome. Hope that helps. Please rate, subscribe, like, comment below so I can keep making it free content for you guys.